Okay, well, good morning. Welcome, ladies. And I just felt led to start a study on who are you? Who am I? Um, and I think many people are even searching for who I am. What am I here for? What am I doing? So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to connect it with studying various prayers and various things that we can use to support our life and make us grow. Now, the one thing, um, okay, come on. I will want you every time to have, of course, your Bible, because it's a Bible study. So have either on your phone or a Bible ready, because you may want to search and look up some of the things that we're going to be talking about. And then also have your pen and pencil, because like today, I was going to have you make a list as we come to them. So always have ready your pen paper, ready to go, because I'm going to give you various information and things to think about through the week. All right. So the first thing I want you to think about is, who am I? So watch this. This song is very good at explaining. You maybe know the song. Um, So that song, it declares that I am his, I belong to him, and through my salvation, he has us. But do you know who you are? Do you know? And do you know what you want to be for? Why do you want people to remember you? For what? Why? Okay. The one thing is just to keep on being yourself. Don't stop. When I worked with the beauty pageants, I worked with the Miss America program. And one year we had one of our ladies that went, she won ours and then went to the state and then went to Atlantic City for the Miss America. And I went with her, and they asked her a question when it was over. They said, what encouraged you the most or helped you the most? And she said, there was one person that told me to be myself. That was me. I told her that. I said, because other people, when that happens, they try to, they change their clothes, they change their personality, they change their walk, everything. And I said, just be yourself. And so, because we are all different, all made to be different, yet we often try to be another person. So if you want people to trust you, you need to be honest. And if you want to be honest, you need to be true. And if you want to be true, then you need to be true to yourself, who you are, who you are, who you are. You don't need to be anything, only yourself. Be yourself. So, and also you can be the person that you want to have in your life. Because often we say, I don't like who I am. Well, then change it. We have the opportunity to make ourselves, to change ourselves. And you can be that person that you always wanted to be. Some will say, I wanted to be like that person, or I wanted to be like this, like that, whatever. Be yourself and seek who you truly want to be. Be yourself. Okay. So no matter what other people think about you, every person is not going to like you. There's always going to be some person that doesn't like you for whatever reason. So it doesn't matter what other people think. That's what destroys some people. They'll have one person that come around and say, I don't like them. I don't like you, don't want you, go away, and that will destroy a person because they think, oh, I want every person to like me. That doesn't happen. Okay. But God made you special. He made you for a reason. He made you for a purpose in life. And you think, well, I don't know what that is. And maybe you do. But through this study, I hope that we can all learn more about who we are, who God made us to be. And we'll all be different. 1, 2, 3, we'll all be different, but we'll all know who God made us to be. And if you don't know, there's a way to learn and find out. So that's what we're going to talk about here is how do I find out what God made me for? Okay. And then like that last sentence there, it says, being the original made, it's always better than a copy. I know I have a lady that when I go to interpret for the Church of God in Christ, this woman, I just admired what she did and how she ministered. And I said, and now she was in her 90s, and I'm going there, and I'm like 70. And I look at this woman and I say, I want to be like that when I grow up. Okay. And, we can look at people, admire people, and often you'll know that the thing that he put inside you, you see other people doing some of the same. They're not the same as you, but they have many of the things that you desire in life or want in life in your purpose. And so we need to just focus on what does God want me to do? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not Joyce Meyer, I teach Bible studies, but I'm not Joyce. Mm-mm. Now, I desire to teach and be able to reach people the same way, but I don't desire to become Joyce. You see the difference? Okay. So you are special. Okay, now I'm going to list some things here. How do people know you? Maybe they know your name. Oh, that's Rose. Maybe they know you from work. Maybe they know you because you have some kind of relationship with them. Maybe your husband, your children, maybe your network, where you are, where you go, where you live. Maybe because you're a woman, they know you. Or who are you with? Like you're in the same church or in the same job, whatever. All these things. And then when we look at these different things like teacher, sister, mother, the same interests, hobbies, we look at all those things and we see and we define other people because of what we see. But that doesn't get to the heart of truly who you are. It's deeper than what they see on the surface, all right? Now, it's only, you're going to like this one, ladies, it's only snapshots. You see you there? There's Rose. There's Nicole. Okay, that's Jennifer. That's Bonnie. Cheryl. So I can look at a picture, a snapshot, and I say, I can call your name. But I can look at that picture and I can know that, well, maybe Karen, it has too much weight. Or Karen has glasses. But that doesn't tell me what's inside of Karen. You see, we look at the snapshots all around us and we think we know people because we know how they look. So it's often many things in us that make us. What's our interest? What's our experience? What's our characteristics? What choices do we make? What values do we have? What beliefs do we have? All these things come together to make us who we are. And they show who we are. But that's only on the physical side. It's not in your heart or in your depths. Okay? Now, here's where I need your pen and paper. And we'll probably just begin this today. I'll give you the list and then you can think about it through the week. So first of all, and there's going to be 25, so you can list 25 things on your paper. First of all, what lights you up? What makes you happy? What lights you up? And then number 2 is what drains you? What drains you? And the third one, what things are the most important to you in your life? What's the most important thing for you? And then 4, who are the people that are important to you? So first of all, what lights you up? Second of all, what drains you? Third, who are the people that are most important in your life? Or what are the things that are most important in your life? And then 4, who are the people that are most important in your life? Okay. Number 5, what stresses you out? What gives you stress? And then 6, think about what is the definition of stress? What is the definition of stress? And then number 7, what makes you angry? Does anything make you angry? Something, someone, what makes you angry? And then what makes you wake up and get out of bed? Wake up and get out of bed in the morning. Is it Bible study at 8 o'clock in the morning? Work? What makes you wake up and get up in the morning? And then number 9, what relaxes you? Is it watching football and the Ravens win? Or is it listening to nice, soft music? What relaxes you? And then number 10, what brings joy to you? Joy to you. Okay, so do you have those 10? Did you get those down? Okay. Now we're going to move on to number 11. What scares you? What scares you? And then 12, what makes you curious? What makes you curious? I want to know more about that. I'm curious about that. 13, what are your failures? Have you had any failures in your life? What are your failures? And then before we talked about what wakes you up, now in 14, it's what keeps me awake at night? Last night, you all kept me awake because I was planning this and thinking about it and what does God want me to do and did I get it right? And I just couldn't go to sleep last night. And it's your fault. So what keeps me awake? 15, what disappoints me? What disappoints? And then 16, what am I not sure about? What are my insecurities? I'm not sure I can do that. You're not secure in doing things. 17, what do I want to learn? Do I want to learn something? What? And then 18, this was one to think about, ladies. What do I respect the most about yourself? What do you respect the most about yourself? And then 19, what are my regrets? What am I sorry about? What are my regrets? And 20, what am I good at? What am I good at? All right. So you got those. It scares me, makes me curious. Failures, wakes me up, disappoints, not insecurities. I want to learn, respect about myself, my regrets, and what am I good at? There's 5 more. What am I bad at? What am I bad at? And what are my beliefs about myself? What do I believe about myself? Is it what the person told me when I was growing up? Oh, you'll never be like your sister. You'll never be any good at that. Or do you believe something else that you know yourself? What do you believe about yourself? 23, what are your past hurts and pains? Past, things that have hurt you in the past. 24, what are my habits? Good, bad, or ugly? What are my habits? Is it I eat too much? I like chocolate? Is it that I'm an alcoholic or I take drugs? I'm an addict? I'm a fast driver? All of this, what are my habits? Okay, and then the last one is what do I envy? What do I envy? Now, these are 25 things that I want you to think about through this next week. You have the list, right? You got them all? Got them all? I want you to look at these and think, and which, let's say, what's your top 3 things that you see that maybe you want to do something to change. So go through that list and answer those questions. Take your paper, answer the questions, and then see what that shows you about yourself. Because first of all, you are not made in stone. We can all change. See, when you're made of stone, like this woman over here, like the eagles, or like the gravestones, those stones we can't change, but ourselves we can change. And ladies, I think I'm not even going to do the Jabez part today. We'll talk that next week because there's more. I want to get into that. So think about this list. Who am I? Remember that song. It's a good song. I would challenge you. Let's see. Go to its First Chronicles 4, verse 10. It's just small, but I would challenge you to read it at least one time every day between now and next week. Because Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain for anybody else or myself, that I would not cause pain. So God granted him his request. So just read it at least one time every day. Let it get into your heart and your mind, and then we will talk more next week. So you've got your list. Go through, see what applies to you. Think about yourself, who you are, and then we will continue next week, okay? And I'm so sorry we had the computer problems in the beginning, but let's see, let me go here. And
Karen.
yes, one moment. Let me